Welcome all life motivators. Good to see you all on this beautiful day. It is an awesome Wednesday, I was told. And even though it's down in the corner, I never really get to see. I just see numbers all the time. I never see the true calendar and forget all the time of where life is at because I'm enjoying life, enjoying everything that we have going on within our time-space reality. Even though my girl is out there running around with other dogs today, cheating on us, but it's all good. We love her. Yes, Miss Carol is a lover of animals. She is a person that gives her full attention to those and to make sure that they know that they're loved just as well because they give true dedication back to us no matter what. So if you have a pet, give them some love today. Let them know that they are loved just as well as they love you, just as well as all of your friends that you get to meet within here, within our community, within life as you're walking around the streets out there today. Give a smile, give a hug. Tell somebody that they look good today. The shirt looks good on them. Some are dealing with cold weather. You know, if you have
Thomas, you wear that beard really, really well.
Yes, thank you. I love my shiny silver. More and more each day that comes in. But if you have an old jacket that's in your closet, an old sweatshirt that you don't have, that you don't need, haven't worn in quite a while, I'm going to ask all of y'all, those that are watching on the recording just as well or on the YouTube channel, take that old jacket, bring it to someone today that might need one. Somebody of a family that lost it because of a fire, because of a weather disaster, who knows, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Be grateful for the things that you have within your life and the things that are just sitting around in the back of your closets that's not being used. It's a good time to go give it away. Give it to somebody who could use it. You never know.
I used to be a property manager at a storage company. Can I tell you the amount of people that store stuff? I mean, paying thousands and thousands of dollars on an annual basis of stuff they don't even know. They're like, Julio, I haven't been in there in 8 years. Julio, I haven't been in there in 7 years. Like, how many times have you paid that stuff over and nobody is utilizing it? You know, I remember one dude, he had spent like almost 20 grand, you know, housing his stuff in storage. And by the time he got to it and moved into a new place and was ready to use it and whatever he had in the storage, half of his stuff he had to throw away anyways because of, you know, little critters getting in the storage space that had been there for so long and whatnot. And he ended up throwing a bulk of it away. He's like, if I could, you know, like, what could I have done with that money? What could I have done with that stuff? I could have been blessed somebody with it who could have utilized it and put it to good use and so forth, man. There's so much of that, Thomas. There's an abundance of that. And we could be being a blessing to somebody else. You're absolutely right, man.
Yes. So that's, you know, where my heart was at today was, you know, making sure that, you know, the things that, you know, when I minimalized my life, what wasn't I utilizing? And like he said, man, this has been in my shop for, 5, 10, 15 years. I bought it for one project and never used it again. You know, there was places I could bring it, contractors that needed it. Who knows? There was all kinds of places that things went.
I made Roxy go through her closet not too long ago because she had an abundance of shoes and dresses. Man, she had about 10 dresses still with the price tag on it. Never even wore it. Never even wore it. I said, well, you talking about you needed some money. I said, why don't you start selling some of this stuff? It still got the price tag on it, dang it. Somebody wants to look sexy for New Year's.
That's it. You know, was that Hee-Haw? Minnie Pearl always wore the price tag on her hat. Yeah. So, but yes, that's the gratitude. That's the things that we want to bring back with its community of what we do within our hearts, within our love, within our life, and everything that we have aligned ourselves with to be on a higher plane of knowing that there's more than just all the material things that we have sitting around that's not being used. We know that there's more that we could be learning within life on a day-to-day basis to increase our knowledge, to let us know that the things that we're doing, people ask, why do you do that? Just we can. I do like that. It is catchy.
Thank you.
It's going to end up on some shirts. And St. Patrick, you need to write it backwards on the card next time when you do the go live. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I know he meant well. I'm like, but people, not everybody thinks this way when they're reading it. Yeah, it's
right.
Okay. We got you though. We knew what you meant, Pat.
Yes, and it was good. And that's what we're here for each day. Why do we do these Life Motivators meetings every morning? Just because. Just because it brings knowledge into me. Just because y'all are sharpening me. Just because y'all are bringing inspiration to me. Just because I know what this is doing on the longevity of all of our lives and everything that we're doing. Because I was doing something, but not making excuses. That was my cause all the time. I was making excuses for not taking action in my life, not bringing it in the direction I wanted. I could have been so much further ahead if I would have implemented things that I've learned way back when, instead of saying, you know what, I know it all. I don't need your advice. But once I started listening to people that had success and the things that I was wanting to get into, whatever it has been, I listened to those that they do it on a daily basis, not just every once in a while and say, oh, here, here's a book, read that. No, we make sure that we nourish and inspire each other daily, because it is daily works that we're here. Daily works that my eyeballs came open today. And I said, thank you for them being open. And I could see the ceiling this morning. I could see my beautiful wife laying next to me this morning. I am thankful that I had the eyesight to be able to see that today. And then as I live each day, if you're not thankful for those feet that you're walking on and you're not taking care of them, let one thing happen to them, and you'll figure out real quick that is the powerhouse to your structure that you're standing on, the temple that you're in. Take care of those feet. Nourish those feet. I don't know if any of y'all ever go get massages on your feet. You need to. It helps. Circulation starts from way down there as well as it tries to come back up. The nerve endings that are down there, there's thousands of them. I didn't know that. Highways of. We're in here, we talk about life each day. We talk about each other's journey that we're going through to making ourselves better. The stories that you hear within here, they're not made up. They're made of real. They're made of those heartbeats that you see on the other side of those screens. Because it was their dream, their journey, their destination, their pathway that they're blazing to their new adventures. Because we're not stuck in life anymore. We're moving right along, forward each day with the momentum to mastermind within here each morning with everybody. It's part of your DMO. If you ain't part of the DMO yet, you might need to get hooked up. It's fun. Because it is those processes each day, those principles that you live by daily. This is not something that you pin up on the wall and say, I'm going to live this for 30 days. You got a lifetime. And we're living this lifetime now. This is the gratitude month. These 2 months right here, November, December, that's everybody's major gratitude months. And we said this 2 years ago when we started this. We live the gratitude daily, every day, 365 days. We don't wait for a month or a day on a calendar to tell us to be happy, to tell us to have more gratitude this day. I give the same gratitude each day for everything that I have within my life and everybody that I see on this screen. Because it's been y'all's inspiration to keep us all moving forward, sharpening us, growing with new people as they grow within our community and come along and see that we have more than just the support from building a business or learning something new, a new skill. We're building new leaders, or unlocking, not building. We're unlocking new leaders within here because you were already there. You're already a leader within your life and your direction. And those people that look up to you, even though you don't even think they do, there's people out there that look up to you for the things that you're doing, the places you're going, the adventures you aren't scared to take, but they are. So they live vicariously through us, and you never even know it. Many people, as I was traveling, doing my photography, people were saying, oh, I love these pictures that I see all over the place where you're going, and I'd love to be able to go there one day. They said, we're living vicariously through you, being able to see the journeys that you're able to take. You're blessed. Yes, I am. Very much so. And I'm grateful for it every day. Because was it always like this? Nope. Have I swam through some poo-poo? Yes. But I've learned how to hover above it now. It's down there and I know it. And I don't implement myself into the drama and negativity of life. I keep on a higher vibration plane, as we talk about within here a lot as well, with the thought processes that we give to ourselves on a day-to-day basis. What are you giving yourself? What words are you telling you each morning? What power are you giving you? And what expectancy are you giving of your life? If you expect good of you, then we project it out on others sometimes, and we expect good of them. But when they're not in alignment or they're not ready to receive, then sometimes it aggravates us because it's kind of like, I see it within you. I know you're right there. But yet sometimes people don't believe within their own selves strong enough to know that they have that power and that wisdom and that knowledge. Reach out for it. Have fun with it. Live life because you can. Just because. Go ahead, brother.
As you're talking, Thomas, I'm just writing a couple of things, man, and this kind of I have things written around me that I'm always staring at, that I'm always meditating on. So let that be a reminder to you all when you're staring in the mirror, when you're driving on your way to work, while you're at work, if you happen to sit in a cubicle, or you're always we check our phones and a million times a day. So maybe your screensaver on your phone, your screen lock, whatever that, could have different images on there. But, what are you constantly seeing? We talk about this all the time, that our eyes and our ears are the windows to our soul. So make sure that you're seeing, your eyes are focused on that which is helping you. That is which helping you to grow, helping you to mature, helping you to realize. It's equivalent to like revisiting your goals. Some of the things that I have written around me are goals of mine, but they're reminders, to keep my eyes on the prize. They're reminders of where I'm headed. They're reminders of where I need to be. The reminders of not operating in limitation. So I wrote a couple of things down, and I'm just going to say them. Let go of limitation. Let go of the negative. Let go of the toxic. Let go of the lack. Let go of hate. Let go of darkness. Let go of friction. Let go of all the things that are holding you back. Release the abundance by letting go of all the things that don't serve you. Anything that is weighing you down. Let go so you can actually receive more. Let go of the weight of the world that is on your shoulders, some that you place there and some that others place there because you allow them to. So you can move, so you can flow, so you can actually receive more. The more that life has to offer, not sometime in the future, wondering when it's going to happen, but in today, because tomorrow's not promised. We only have today. Our daily bread has already been given to us because we're awake this morning. We've been given another day. In that day, there's an abundance of everything that we would ever need. Everything that we ever need is already given to us today. So let us not operate in lack. Let us not operate in limitation, in the lack thereof, because we've been given, our blessings already today. Now, whether we've realized them, that's a whole nother story. Whether that individual, you, person, sir, ma'am, whoever you are watching, whether you've received that more is up to you. Have you put yourself in a gratitude state? Have you said your thank yous this morning? Have you stopped for a second today, and realized the blessings in the day? The fact that you can see, that you can taste, that you can touch, that you can hear, that you have a loved one that you might have woken up to today. Because somebody doesn't have that person in their life anymore. They might not even be here, or, they're sitting wishing upon a star that they would have somebody to love, or somebody to love them even. The more is all around us. It's all around us at all times. The issue is too many of us people in general, because I won't name anybody, but too many of us, because I don't always practice certain things, and I have to get my mind into the state that I'm speaking of. Oftentimes, I don't wake up feeling great all the time. I don't wake up feeling, positive. I don't wake up always feeling happy. Sometimes I'm a grump. Sometimes I'm in a bad mood, or sometimes I'm in a funk myself, and I have to kind of shake off, that limitation, shake off the lack in my life, shake off that negative thinking. That's how I can speak to these topics, let go of the toxic, I have to practice these things as well. We don't have it all together, and none of us are perfect here this morning, but we're perfectly imperfect because we are made exactly of who we are. And, we were talking about this yesterday, that of the greatness that's inside of us. It's already there. We don't have to go searching for it. That is the daily bread that we've been given. It's already in us. It's already here. It's up to us to operate in it. It's up to us to see it. It's up to us to put ourselves in a position to receive it. Because it's there. It's there at all the time. Just waiting for an opportunity. Yesterday, Rick was talking about how he took his kids to go see the movie Frozen, and they even sing the song in the old school movie. I don't know if they sang it in the new version, but let it go, let it go. What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to this morning that you need to let go of so you can receive something? If your hands are preoccupied holding on to something, can you receive? I think not. It's hard to receive unless you're going to catch it with your chest or with your feet or something. It's hard to receive. It's hard to put yourself in a receiving mode. It's hard to put yourself with the receiving mentality, with a receiving heart, with a receiving spirit. If you're operating in lack, if you're operating in that woe is me, that victim mentality. Our brains often want to go on the autopilot way of thinking, because we've operated a certain way for X amount of time, certain amount of years, we function and our brains have thought a certain way. And we get on here in Life Motivators to switch up that thinking, to revise our mental plan for the day. That's part of our daily bread, to revise this thought process into thinking at a higher frequency so we can put ourselves in that receiving mode, man. But what do you need to let go of today? Only you know the answer to that question. Only you know it. What do you need to let go so you can receive the abundance that's already been prepared for you? Life is, I've been blessed to be around people who are much older and much mature than myself since I was a young boy. And I've been able to get myself in a position to receive more because of not having to subdue myself to immature faults. Not to say that I've been perfect in any of that, but I've been able to learn from those that are wiser than me, so I don't have to make stupid mistakes in my life. There's no point in beating yourself up over something in the past. Those things that are in the past, they don't identify you. They don't make you. So please don't allow them to break you. You're bigger than that. You're better than that.
Oh, that one needs to go. Put that one in chorus line right there.
I was waiting for you to say something. That was just slow, Thomas. That was just slow, man. But put yourself in a position to receive, man. Receive the abundance that's already been prepared for you today. I almost want to say
align with it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I almost want to say wash yourself with positivity today. That's part of what that affirmation, what affirming great things is about. Yeah, Thomas, just washing yourself with something great, man. Sprinkling greatness upon yourself today. you know, because you are great. You have a purpose. There's a reason why you're here. You know, the day that you were born, you know, had a purpose behind it. The day you were conceived, you know, that day was meant, that day was written in stone that you would be here. It was already foretold thousands and thousands of years ago that you would be born on that day, that you would be conceived on X amount of day, you know, that you would have X amount of days here. Our days are numbered. They are. And none of us know when the day or the time is that we're going to leave this earth. So I think it's important that we live life to the max. We live it in that abundant state. But how do we get there? We have to put ourselves in a position to receive, which means how we live has to be intentional. The way we think has to be intentional. The things that we speak have to be intentional. So we're not living that zombie life, that willy-nilly life. You know? Yeah. You know, and we put ourselves in a position to what? To receive, man. To receive the more. It's out there, guys. It's attainable for each and every person. Nobody in here is you know, special in the sense that, you know, we have something magical. You know, we're speaking about the magic, and we're practicing these magical techniques and these magical practices. But what it is, it's practicing, which means we have to act in it. Action has to take place. Are you willing to take the action for you? That's that heavy lifting of yourself.
And on that right there, let's roll it on over.
Let's roll it.
Holly. To Miss Holly's been reading, and as we've been talking right here, what are we doing? We're cueing the magic. We just put the magical dust all over ourselves today of what the expectancy we want. And that's the roll right into chapter 25, Cue the Magic by Miss Holly. Miss Holly, go ahead.
Cue the magic. Life is playfulness. We need to play so that we can rediscover the magic all around us. Today's practice, Cue the Magic, is one of my favorite practices because it's a game you play with the universe and it's a lot of fun. Imagine that the universe is friendly and caring and that it wants you to have everything you want in life. Because the universe can't just walk up and hand you what you want, it uses the law of attraction to give you signs and cues to help you receive your dreams. The universe knows you have to feel gratitude to bring forth your dreams. So it plays its part in the game by giving you personal cues to remind you to be grateful. It uses the people, circumstances, and events that surround you in your day as your magic cues to be grateful. It works like this. If you hear an ambulance siren, the magic cue from the universe is to be grateful for perfect health. If you see a police car, your magic cue is to be grateful for safety and security. If you see someone reading a newspaper, it's your magic cue to be grateful or thankful for great news. If you want to change the weight of your body when you see another person with your perfect weight, it's your magic cue from the universe to be thankful for your perfect weight. If you want a romantic partner, when you see a couple madly in love, it's your magic cue to be grateful for the perfect partner. If you want to have a family, when you see babies and children, take the magic cue and be grateful for children. When you pass by your bank or an ATM, it's your magic cue to be grateful for plenty of money. When you arrive home, it's your magic cue to be grateful for your home. And when a neighbor calls in to have a cup of coffee or to wave to them across the street, it's your magic cue to be grateful for your neighbors. If you happen to see one of your magic or material desires on your list, such as a dream house, car, motorcycle, shoes, or computer, of course, it's your magic cue from the universe to be grateful for your desire now. When you begin a new day and someone says good morning, you're being given a magic cue to be grateful for the good morning. If you come across someone who is really happy, it's your magic cue to be grateful for happiness. And if you overhear another person saying thank you anywhere, anytime, it's your magic cue to say thank you. There are unlimited and creative ways the universe has to magically cue you to be grateful in your day-to-day activities. You can never misunderstand a magic cue or get a cue wrong, because whatever you think a cue is, you're right. The universe uses the law of attraction to magically cue you, and so you always attract the exact cues that you need to be grateful for in that moment. Cue the Magic has become a daily game I play, and with practice, I know automatically see all the magic cues the universe gives me. and I give thanks for every one of them. It never ceases to thrill and amaze me how the universe finds new ways to cue me to set the magic of gratitude into motion. When I receive a phone call from a family or friend member, it's a cue to be grateful for him or her. When someone says, isn't it a beautiful day? It's a cue to be grateful for the beautiful weather where I live and for another beautiful day. If an appliance breaks down, it's a cue to be grateful for all my appliances that are working perfectly. If a plant in my garden is struggling, it's a cue to be grateful for all the healthy plants in my garden. When I collect mail, it's a cue to be grateful for the mail service and for unexpected checks. When someone says they have to go to an ATM, or I see people in line at an ATM, it's a cue to be grateful for money. If a person I know comes down with a sickness, it's a cue to be grateful for their health and mind. When I open my curtains in the morning and I see a new day, it's a cue to be grateful for the great new day ahead. And when I close my curtains at night, it's a cue to be grateful for the great day that I had. To play Cue the Magic, all you have to do is be alert enough to take 7 magic cues from the universe during the day and give thanks for one of them. For example, if you see someone with your perfect weight, say, thank you for my perfect weight. You can never do too much gratitude, so you can choose to do more. And if you want, you can even try to respond to as many magic cues in one day as you can. If you've been following the daily magical practices over the last 24 days, you will have reached a point by now, and you will be alert enough to notice the cues of the universe. It's always giving you. One of the many benefits of gratitude's magical power is that it wakes you up and makes you far more alert and aware. And the more alert and aware you become, the more grateful you become, and the more easily you attract your dreams. So universe, cue the magic. Magic practice number 25, cue the magic. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread that list. And at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, today, be alert to what's around you. And take at least 7 gratitude cues from the events in your day. For example, if you see someone with your perfect weight, say thank you for my perfect weight. Number 3, just before you go to sleep, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Now, do y'all understand why we always are giving gratitude, saying thank you for all the little individual, simple things that people just let fly by as taking for granted, that it'll always be there? It's the little things in life that when they're taken from you, and now all of a sudden it's, oh my God, what do I have to do? What do I need to do? Where do I have to go? Who do I need to talk to? You know, there's a lot of things. So thank you, Miss Holly, for reading that for us today. Beautiful words, beautiful voice. And that's what we needed to hear today, to know that we have the power within our hands, within us, within our body, to be able to give gratitude for everything, for more abundance to come back into our life. There's many people that have their career paths, their hobbies, their passions, their love for life of what they're doing, and that's what they want. Then you should say thank you for them, because not everybody wants to be a policeman, but we need them. Not everybody wants to be an ambulance driver or an EMT, but we need them. So say thank you for everybody who wants to be those different crafts, those different careers, those different chasings that they're doing within their life. The weatherman, the storm chasers out there in their vans, you know, trying to capture that one good photo of a natural disaster. And then it goes through, and then they want to, you know, show that to that neighborhood of, you know, what just happened, and, you know, have it real time and life. But yet when you're the one that's having to deal with it, you'll say thank you that those people that wanted to be that doctor, to be that lawyer, to be that therapist, to be that massage, to be that chiropractor, I thank them every day. It takes one major accident within your life, something to happen within you or the closest loved one around you, for you to see it truly break them down and everything they're having to go through, and they can't physically fix it within themselves. We haven't got to that stage yet. But once people could work more of this, I wonder, what if we could? What if we could unlock our brain to be able to start regenerating our own cells within inside. Many different ideas that scientists have had across the world of and trying to make it happen, but there's only one that can make it happen. And I am thankful that I am created in his image. And I'm thankful for Brother Julio and his words and his voice. I'm thankful for Miss Shannon, Patrick, Carol, and every voice and face that I see on the screen this morning. Why? Because you are uniquely made for your dreams and passions that you came here to create, to do, to touch. The people that we touch with just our voices from within here, the stories that we read from in here. It's just those few stories that could shift one person's life, that could change thousands of others. Just know that your stories matter, and everything that you're going through, he put that weight on your shoulders for a reason, because he knows you can handle it, to get you through to that next stage of life of your creations of journeys that you're going through and heading to. Do we know what they all are? No, because if we did, how much fun would it be? Would it be a real memory after that if we already knew the ending? No. We're making memories to take back with us. We're obtaining knowledge each day to take back with us, to share with the universe, to make them even bigger than what they already are. It's through our energies that we possess on a day-to-day basis that we project out. That smile on your face, that happiness within your heart. Each step that you take connects with Mother Nature and Earth to bring a higher heartbeat to one collective energy. I love this. I love what we're doing. I love the life motivators and everyone that has made this to the community it has been, knowing that we're giving more than just support within building a business, are going after your dreams, no matter what it is. We want everyone to be able to succeed in those goals that you have written down by the practices that we've been talking about of journaling. The practices that we do in here in the morning times of giving gratitude. What do you feel on that?
I wanted to just add something to that. You know, we've spoken about it in the last year and a half, Thomas, a lot. But I dare to say it again this morning. Practice the spirit of expectancy over your own life. We should expect to succeed. We should expect to excel in our day. We should expect our businesses to flourish, for our relationships, the ones that we want in life, to be good, to be fruitful. We should expect to be blessed. You know, and I don't use the term blessing or being blessed, you know, like generally, but you could apply it to every specific aspect of your life as much as possible. There's nothing we can't sprinkle it on. Let's put it that way. You know, let me read off some of the things that I have around me as reminders. Let them be reminders to you as well. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Expect to succeed. As you think, so you shall also be. So however you think you are, that's what you'll become. So it's important to think great thoughts. And if you haven't, and you're not thinking something great, erase it like it's an eraser board and write something new. Begin to tell yourself a new story. Begin to live in a place of your mind and of your heart and of your body and of your spirit of where you want to be. Not where you currently are, because you might be facing some hardships. You might be facing some stuff. And it's okay to not be okay. That means you're human. That means you're alive. There's no one denying where you're at. You know, the first step is admitting where you're at and keeping it real with yourself. That's the self-analyzation we're always talking about. You know, but begin to live in a place of where you want to be. Begin to envision yourself from where you want to be and not where you're currently at. And in that, you're going to put yourself in that position that we always talk about, that we've been talking about here this morning, to receive the abundance. You know, keep your attention and your eyes fixed on the aspects of life that you want and the things that you know aren't congruent to it, think of what you need to do in order to get yourself there. Because you have an abundance in order to get there. All things are possible to him or her that believes. So you can get there. There's nobody saying that you can't, unless if that's the story you're telling yourself. And in that case, you need to erase and rewrite something new over yourself, man. The more is there.
Claim
Just
it.
Yeah, claim it. Claim it. That's right.
That's it.
Expect to succeed, man.
That's it. The expectancy of everything that you want within your life. Expectancy of the love that you expect from others. Expectancy from the energy, the knowledge, the creations from you when you sit down to do a little art or drawing, whatever, write some music, rapping, journaling, poems, or affirmations. Doesn't matter. You're getting yourself into an alignment before you even pick up that pen, because you know it's going to be a connection that you have that's making all of this work to write down the thoughts that you're putting up here. You can write them down faster sometimes than you can even speak them. Or you have to tell yourself to slow down. I didn't catch that. Slow down, slow down. I talk to myself quite often when I'm writing.
There's something to add to that one, Thomas. Don't be anxious about anything, but in everything, with prayer, supplication, and thanksgiving, may your requests be made known. Thankfulness that it's already been given to you, that it's already been prepared for you, that you could have it now. Prepare yourself for it. Don't be anxious about it. Do what my man Thomas was just saying.
Write it down. It's been an awesome morning with you. Miss Shannon is going to wrap us up with her powerful affirmations. Go ahead, Miss Shannon.
Morning, everybody. Each day, I purposely choose to be happy and to live a life of gratitude. Thank you for this new day. I'm filled with happiness and gratitude. I'm thankful for simply being alive. I'm grateful for who I am and for what I have. Thank you for the blessing this new day will bring.
This new day brings. Thank you, Miss Holly, for reading for us today. Beautiful voice. Thank you very much, Brother Julio, Miss Shannon, and everybody else that has stepped onto the screen today. We love and appreciate you all. Life Motivators, we'll see you tomorrow.